So I thought we'd do a video today where you guys can see the lower half of my body, because you know this is the hardest part of the body to lighten. As you can see, my top half is still a lot lighter than the lower half, but we're getting there. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing a email list, and I'm going to be doing this just because it's kind of not like a newsletter, but there's lots of interesting articles and supportive skin lightening material that I'd like to share with you, but I don't do videos every single day, and I probably won't, just because I like to use this as a way to gauge my color. And so if I'm doing videos every day, it's hard to, you know, see like where my skin's at, what changes are happening, and so that's why I don't like to do too many videos a week. But still, I have so much information to share with you guys. So if you're interested in getting, you know, just an email once a day from me with any information or uplifting, you can do this, because you know this journey is really freaking long and it's hard, then you know you can sign up for that email list. And yeah, sometimes I'll list different products or different techniques or just whatever, but there's a lot of times where I want to share stuff with you guys, but I don't necessarily have the time to make a video, so this is just easier to do that. And yeah, this will just be a private way of sharing all of that information, rather than making like an Instagram page or something like that and then having that pop up in like your stories, or have that pop up in people who also follow you wondering, okay, why is this weird stuff popping up in my explore page? You know what I mean? Like, some of us don't like our information being shared like that, so this is just more private. So we're going to talk about MSM today, and the Opti MSM flakes, as well as the what's that called, the bulk supplements MSM powder, which the bulk supplements MSM powder, you can get an entire kilo of that and it's only $19. This one I think is like $25 and you only get 1 pound, which is there's only 114 servings in this. I finally washed my hair since the last video I made. I told you guys that I'm doing a hair journey. I started that back in October of last year because I had to pretty much cut off all of my hair. It was fried from me bleaching it and dyeing it repeatedly. And it really sucked. It kind of just touched my shoulders, maybe a little bit below my shoulders, and I couldn't do anything with it. It really sucked. So this isn't the first hair journey I've had in my life. As a kid, I did a hair journey starting in middle school. And so basically all of my life my hair would not grow past my bra straps. And I had I would say about 4A, 4B hair, okay? Very, very tight coil. The kind of coil where when it's curled and it's dried, it's about this long. And then once you straighten it out, it's like double that length. But that's my natural hair texture. But of course, my mother was relaxing my hair. So yeah, it just never grew. It never grew. So finally in 8th grade, I was like, I wonder if I just stopped doing relaxers, what my hair would look like. So that was like at the end of 8th grade, I did that. And so from 9th grade to 10th grade, my mom bought me this half wig. And if you've ever seen one, it just, there's some combs on it. You attach it to your head and it clips in, kind of like clip-in extensions would. And then you have the rest of your hair out. So I guess you could say the top layer, and I would just wear my hair halfway up, halfway down. It blended easier in the half wig that way, and I just pretty much wore the same hairstyle basically every day. I also, you know, I went to school in Florida, so the humidity is really, really awful. So as soon as that humidity would touch because I was still flat iron my hair, I just wouldn't relax it. But as soon as the humidity touches it, your hair gets all foamy and weird and frizzy looking. So yeah, to have it blend in with a half wig, you have to go through some steps. Like, you have to style it somehow. So either halfway up, halfway down, and some type of small bun in the back or something. So yeah, I did that for about 2 years. And like I said, my hair at that time was at my bra strap. And then by 11th grade, this is a picture. Sadly, the only picture that I have of where you can see my full hair length, but when I would straighten out my natural hair, this is how long it was. And it was really weird. So it took me approximately about 2 years to get to that. And it's funny because when I finally stopped wearing the half wig, my natural hair was actually longer than the half wig. So you wear, you know, the same hair length for years, and then all of a sudden you come to school and you wear your natural hair, and no one believed that it was my natural hair because no one had ever, you know, seen my hair at that length. Everyone thought it was fake. And so I had white people and black people and mixed people alike, you know, running their fingers through my head, trying to feel the tracks because they all thought it was fake. Because my hair just never grew. It was, you know, always that relaxed, weird, fluffy texture. And it was always a certain length, like everyone else's who relaxed their hair. So yeah, that was kind of funny. But then around when I was 19, I started getting bored because, you know, my hair was just one color and, you know, I wanted highlights. So first I started with some caramel highlights, and of course, you know, that does damage your hair, but it's not enough to make it stop growing or anything like that. But then I got tired because I finally could see my natural curls, and like I said, it's 4B, which is a very tight coil. You cannot run a comb through this. You cannot run a brush through this when it's dry. And like I said, when it's dry, it'll be about this long, and then once you straighten it out, it's double or triple that length, depending on where you are in your hair journey. So at that time, my hair was the longest it's ever been in my life. So when I would straighten it out, it would go probably about, I would say about triple that length. But I could never wear my hair curly because, like, I just didn't like it. I think some people, they can rock shorter hairstyles, but for me, it really, I think it's based off of your forehead size and of course your head size. Some people it looks really cute, and others it does us no favors. So it's like, I like my curls and I think they're really, really pretty, but I don't like the length of my curls because my hair was so tight and so coily, and then all of a sudden, you know, the beautician would straighten out my hair and it's like all the way down my back, and it would just, people were just amazed by that. I felt like a specimen anytime I would go to a hair salon and have someone, you know, shampoo and deep condition my hair. Because it's just weird. It's just weird. If you've never seen that, then it's weird. It's like, how is that possible? But yeah, anyways, that's what happens when you have, you know, 4B hair. So anyways, yeah, about 19, I decided I wanted to Texlax it. And so I got Texlax and I wanted it more of an S shape, and so my hair that you see here is probably about the texture that I was trying to achieve with Texlax years ago. Of course, my hair is this texture now just because it isn't necessarily virgin hair. Half of my hair is still that bleached, dried out, fried crap, so that's why it looks like that now. I think I will get to a point where the 4A, 4B will probably take over, but as of now, you know, the bleached out part of my hair still makes up the majority of my hair, so it kind of weighs it down. So yeah, first I started with Texlaxing multiple times because, you know, my hair was really resilient. 4A hair is really resilient. So I had to do it a few times even to get it to some type of S curl. And then after that, then I started the freaking all over bleaching. So I went from just highlights to all over bleaching, and that's where I screwed it up. So here's a picture of the all over bleach, and it's a caramel color. As you can see, it's a little bit shorter. I had to cut off some, but you know, this is probably later in that same year. So that same year that I started texlaxing it, I also started bleaching it. Yeah, it just went downhill from there. And then this is a picture of my hair from last year. As you can see, it's super short. It just won't freaking grow. And it stayed that length for years. Okay, so this is the last picture that I have of my natural hair without any clip-in extensions, without, you know, anything in it. But yeah, it pretty much stayed like that for just years. And yeah, never would get any longer. And so last year around October, I was getting so fed up with my hair. Like, you're spending all this money with clip-in extensions and they don't even look that great. I didn't want to do a weave only because I know the type of how taut your hair underneath has to be on the weave, and it really weighs it down. So I knew that would not help me to grow out my hair. I knew it would look amazing, but it would further damage my hair. It would not be helpful for my new growth. So I stayed away from that, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna mess around with a wig, a full wig. And so that's what I did. I bought my first wig October of last year, and I just wore, you know, wigs from then to now. And so I haven't straightened my hair, I haven't blow dried it, I haven't done anything to it. I've just braided it and kept it in a wig. Now with the wig, at first I was gluing it down, and when I would glue it down, I would take the lace, because it was a full lace wig, I would take the lace and I would put it a good inch on the front of my head, a good inch away from my natural hairline, because I knew if I had anything taut on that hairline, I was gonna lose my damn edges. And it's just like, no, I need to grow my hair back, not, you know, hurt it any further. So, you know, I was that girl wearing her lace front, her lace on her wig, you know, on her forehead, but, you know, whatever. I kept it off my natural growth. And then a few months ago, I found these. This is a wig headband, and you put this on and you don't have to glue down your wig. This will keep your wig in place. There are tons of YouTube videos on this, and so I'll let you guys look up one of those and see how this works. It's called a Wig Grip by Bougie, B-E-A-U-G-E-E. And yeah, this is a lifesaver. This will save your edges and allow you to wear your favorite wigs. You will need some double-sided tape for the corners of your wig if you want to, you know, keep it down if you're doing hairstyles where you have your hair flipped up, not necessarily down, but that won't damage your hair, because of course you're putting that on your skin and not on your hairline. But other than that, this does the job, and I do not need to wear tape every day. I only do it if I'm gonna be, you know, somewhere where it's windy and I know that my hair is gonna be flipping up. And that's not because I'm afraid of losing my wig, because this does an amazing job of keeping that wig on your hair. Like, there are YouTube videos of girls, you know, flipping their head around, and trust me, it's true. Like, they're not messing around. Like, it literally isn't gonna come off your head. But that's just more of like if it's a windy day and you just want you know, just a little edges kind of by your ears to stay down. So since October, I've been doing rice water. So I'll wash my hair maybe once or twice a month, which is a lot like what I did back in high school when I was growing out my hair. I would only wash it every maybe 2 to 3 weeks. And my hair really thrives like that. I don't know why, because it sounds disgusting, but hey, it works. So at this point, I'm only washing my hair once a month, and it's thriving. I don't know, but anyways, making rice water is really easy. There's tons of YouTube videos on this, so I don't feel like I have to go through it. You probably already heard it. Just make sure you get yourself a glass airtight jar. You can get this at Target. It's like $3 or $4. Get any rice. This is probably like 99 cents to $1. This is brown rice. I like the jasmine rice. I can't find my jasmine rice right now. I just used it last week because you have to let this ferment. So you pour just maybe like 2 tablespoons of rice into the bottom, then you cover the rest with water, then you put on the airtight jar, and then you let it sit for 2 days or more if you want it to ferment. If you just want to make rice water, you can do it just overnight. If it ferments, it's gonna get this god-awful smell. But yeah, I let my last batch, because I just washed my hair yesterday, I made this probably 4 days in advance, and it was nice and fermented. And then what you do is you pour it out into a glass spray bottle, and so you make sure not to get the rice in there, but you just want the water. Crap. So you get your glass bottle. I got these glass spray bottles. This is amazing, from Amazon. I bought this probably 6 or 7 months ago. It's like a 6-pack. It has 2 of these 16-ounce bottles, and then it also has a 4-pack of the mini spray bottles, which I use for, I make my own air fresheners. You could also make your own essential oil perfumes with this. And then it has the little roller bottles as well. I think, no, not in this one. I must have bought the roller bottles somewhere else. But roller bottles are great if you're just doing essential oil perfumes and whatever. But yeah, that was very helpful. And I put it in here, and then I have my rice water, and then I add peppermint, because some girl on here who makes her rice water, she was saying peppermint is great for your scalp, and honestly it is true. You're gonna want the peppermint. And then I add tea tree, and I only add tea tree because when I'm braiding up my hair to put on my wig, so when I'm braiding up my hair for pretty much the month, I do it while it's wet. If you have curly hair, you know, your hair's already grown out, you're already natural, you haven't done a relaxer in years, like myself, it's been years, so there's no more relaxer or Texlax in my hair, but obviously you can tell my hair is still damaged from bleaching it. But anyways, you're gonna notice that you're gonna need to wet your hair to do your cornrows yourself. So tea tree oil helps you to be able to braid your hair while it's wet without letting it get moldy or mildewy. So this, you cannot skip this in this process if you're going to braid your hair while it's wet. If you're gonna braid it while it's dry, then fine, you're great, but this is the secret weapon. Also, this is really helpful for scalp stimulation. And yeah, it helps this to smell better. Great thing about it is that it does oxidize. So if you don't put any essential oils in it, you could just use rice water to do your hair mask or whatever. Some people do a hair mask. I do a leave-in. This is my leave-in. Some people just do the rice water, and then by the time it dries, you can't smell it. But I like the essential oils for the added hair length benefits, and it makes it smell good. But yeah, some people would say the peppermint oil is very, very important. This peppermint oil, I got it from Walmart, and you could probably find larger ones on Amazon for cheaper, but I just picked this up from Walmart, and I don't know where I got this. It's just tea tree. But yeah, I spray that on my hair, and I do this after I've shampooed and conditioned my hair. Now for shampoo and conditioner, it does not matter which one you use. You'll notice after a few months of using the rice water, your hair texture is completely gonna change. It just, like, it gets healthy overnight. It's crazy. So I can use any. I used to spend, like, you know, $20 for, like, you know, the Good Carol's Daughter, or you know, other more expensive natural hair brands. And if you're using your own natural products, you really don't need all of that. So the last time I shampooed my hair, which was yesterday, I just used like a VO5 shampoo, and it worked great. It got out all of the, you know, the buildup from my hair, got my scalp nice and clean. And then for conditioner, I either use just, you know, a Suave conditioner. It doesn't matter. This is an avocado olive oil, or Aussie Moist. This is the 3-Minute Miracle. You don't want this one. This one is not as good as the original Aussie Moist, so keep that in mind. Yeah, I hate this one, the 3-Minute Miracle. But anyways, it got me because, like, it has moist there, but honestly, it doesn't matter which one you use. Just shampoo and condition your hair. If you're only washing it like once a month like I do, you're probably gonna have to shampoo and condition it once or twice. And I just go by sections. So as I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 cornrows. And as I let down one cornrow, I will just wash that in the sink by hand and do shampoo in it, condition it, shampoo it, condition it again. And then I put on conditioner, any type of conditioner, doesn't matter. It could be this one or it could be a different scent as a leave-in, and then I braid it back up and just to let it sit before I put on the rice water, and then I move on to the next section. So you're gonna have to do that once your hair starts getting really thick, or you're never gonna get your hair completely clean because you're just gonna have so much freaking hair. So if you're just starting your journey and your hair is still kind of thin and you don't have a lot of it yet, then you could probably get away with just, you know, shampooing your hair like a normal person. But this is also good because for hair fall, understand that you're gonna have your hair braided for a month without taking down the braids. So your hair naturally sheds. So this is the one time for you to brush your hair and get all of that shedding hair, and you really don't want to clog up your drain. So doing it section by section allows you to detangle your hair and get out, you know, your hair naturally sheds every single day. This just allows you to see it all at once. So it's gonna look like your hair is falling out, but trust me, it's not. Your hair is still gonna get crazy thick. So after you've got your hair all nice and washed, I just use a regular conditioner as a leave-in. It doesn't matter, it's just on my head to add moisture. Then I go in with my rice water and I just spray it and get it dripping, soaking wet, and then that's when I start doing my braids. This time around, I saw that my hair is getting pretty thick. It's getting pretty long finally. I did measure it and it's at 20 inches. Once I turned off the camera, I noticed that if I pulled my hair really taut with two hands, I was able to get it to 21 inches. So some sections are about 21 inches, others are about 20. I think I'm almost as long as the picture from high school. I still don't know, you know, when you straighten your hair, sometimes it looks longer than it is when it's curly. So it might be even longer than 21 inches. We'll see in 2 months when it's October, the end of October, when it's my year anniversary of this hair journey. But where was I going? Okay, so there's another girl on YouTube who has super freaking long hair. I'm pretty sure she is waist length long hair, and she wears wigs as well, and she's able to take all of this freaking hair on her head, which she easily has enough hair for like 2 people, and she just braids it down to her skull and just in 2 braids. So I was like, well, I could probably do that and get my hair nice and flat, and I was able to. So this time around, I only have 2 braids in my hair on the sides, and I made sure my hair was super flat to my head while I braided it, and I just took the hair and, you know, you just wrap it around your head as many times as the braid will go and pin it down with bobby pins, put on your wig cap, and put on the wig headband, put on your wig, and you're good to go. Like, that's literally it. So for the last 2.5 months, I've been on MSM. So for the first 2 weeks, I was doing MSM powder by Bulk Supplements, and then I switched to the flakes because everyone's been raving about how the flakes are so much better, and it's like creme de la creme of MSM and whatever. So I switched to the flakes 2 weeks later, and so, you know, for a good 2 months I've been on the flakes, but I've been on MSM for 2.5 months. I know that it's definitely boosted my hair growth, but I don't know how much because I wasn't measuring my hair up until yesterday. I was just, you know, I do my wash day routine once a month. That doesn't have to be the only time that you put product on your hair. If you're gluing down your wig, you notice that the glue, you pretty much have to redo it maybe every once a week or every week and a half or so. So during that time, you can make up another batch of rice water and just kind of spray it over your braids just to like refresh it. I also forgot that I also put black castor oil on my hair, and I usually do this about once a month on wash day after my hair is completely dried. This one is super potent, black castor oil. Honestly, you could use any castor oil, but this one I was using on my edges and on the front of my hair because I wanted to grow it back from just all of the years of bleaching it, obviously, and wearing clip-in extensions. You know, depending on how many extensions you're wearing, it will kind of weigh down your hair just as bad as having a sew-in. Literally just as bad. So I think only girls who already have either thin hair and you only need maybe like 100 to 150 grams of hair, which most of us need more than that. Most of us want more than that. Like, you could get away with wearing clip-ins, but if you're wearing more hair than that, it's gonna weigh you down, and you're gonna see damage and breakage. So I was using this on my edges, and I would put it kind of just down the middle of my head and then on the ends of my hair, and this is really great. So Calais Life, I think I either got this on Amazon or I went to the website, but this is some good castor oil. This has lasted me over a year because you only use a little bit of castor oil at a time. So I'm finally down to here, and I'll be buying another bottle probably within the next few weeks. Though this, I could probably get away with this for another few months, but anyways, you just really don't want to run out of this if you're gonna get something that's really potent. So this is 100% Jamaican black castor oil. It has garlic and onion oils. So yes, it is gonna have a funky scent because it's garlic and onion oil. But if you've ever had alopecia or had bald spots in your head, I've had bald spots in my head, but it was from relaxing it. But anyways, you'll know that garlic and onion oil is usually what they give people who are trying to regrow hair. So it is helpful, and it does oxidize, so you're not going to smell the scent for too long. But yeah, it does have a scent. It also has vitamin E, sulfur, so this does have MSM in it. Biotin, niacin, zinc, rosemary oil, peppermint oil, and then lavender oil. This is some really good stuff. Really good stuff. So you could put this on maybe, you know, once a week, once every 2 weeks, just to keep everything moisturized. Though honestly, the rice water, even if you just apply this once a month, it still keeps my hair moisturized for, you know, the remaining 3 or 4 weeks. It's amazing. That stuff is like a miracle. But this is really, really, really good too. So if you need to regrow some edges, or you have any bald spots, this is what you want to reach for. But since I've been doing the MSM, so I've only been doing MSM for 2.5 months out of, I'm what, 10 months into my hair journey. So I've been doing rice water and castor oil for way longer than I've been doing MSM, but the MSM has boosted everything. And even though I wasn't measuring my hair, I know this to be a fact because of my body hair. My body hair is, my body hair is freaking out of control. It's, sorry, my voice is really messed up today. It's awful, awful. If you're gonna be on MSM, get ready to buy extra razors. You're gonna be shaving so freaking much. It's ridiculous. It's also made my eyebrows grow in, and my eyebrows, like, my eyebrows have been messed up for years. Like, there's just certain areas where they just don't grow. Okay, it's even making my eyebrows grow back in. It's crazy. This stuff, yeah, you're gonna have hair everywhere. Those of you who get hair on your upper lip like I do, you know, usually you only have to wax it like once a month or something, or you can tweeze it. You can either wax it at home or go to the nail salon. It doesn't really matter. I've been having to wax mine and pluck mine once a week, like once every week and a half, once a week, because, you know, that little, you can see those fine little hairs growing back in on my upper lip. It's like, what the hell is going on? But it's the MSM. And since I started taking collagen and hyaluronic acid, which has only been 2 weeks of doing those, but since I've been taking those, that's going to make my hair grow even more, because, you know, those are hair accelerators. I don't know what you want to call it, but it does affect the growth rate of your hair. So I, without a doubt, know for sure that by the end of October, so probably around Halloween, when I finally straighten out my hair and everything, I definitely think my hair is going to be at 23 to 24 inches. Yeah. I just feel it. I feel that my hair is going to be that long. Just with all this stuff, and, you know, the MSM is kicking in because it's been 2.5 months. By that time, I'll have been on collagen for 2 months, and so yeah, without a doubt, I think I'm gonna be at 23 to 24 inches, and that's crazy because I don't know if my hair's ever been that long. So yeah, I'm really excited, really happy. So I'll do a separate video on MSM and skin lightening, but this, I just wanted to talk about hair, and this is probably an outrageously long video, but whatever. So I'm gonna go now. See you guys in the next video.